Did you know that more than half of lion cubs don't even make it past their very first year? Yes, the future kings of the jungle often never live to roar. But why? What dangers do they face? What secrets hide inside the life of a lion cub? In this documentary, we'll take you deep into the African savannah to explore the birth, the struggles, the playful mischief, and even the royal romance of lions. And trust me, stick around until the end, because the truth behind the survival of lion cubs is more surprising, and maybe even funnier than you'd expect. Welcome to the wild heart of Africa. The endless grasslands where the golden light of the sun paints everything in shades of fire. Here lives the most iconic predator of all, the lion. But today, our focus isn't on the mighty roar of the king. It's on the tiny squeaks and playful tumbles of his cubs. This is the story of how lions are born, how they grow, how their mothers protect them, and yes, even how mom and dad lions meet and fall in love, jungle style. Get ready, because this is not just a wildlife documentary, it's a front row seat to the most dramatic, hilarious, and heartwarming reality show nature has to offer. A lioness is pregnant for about 110 days. That's nearly 4 months of carrying future royalty inside her belly. When the time finally comes, she sneaks away from her pride to give birth in total secrecy. Why? Because out here in the savannah, babies are delicious snacks for predators like hyenas and leopards. The cubs arrive blind, tiny, and weighing less than your average house cat. Hard to believe these little furballs will one day become 400-pound beasts with jaws strong enough to crush bone. For now, they just wiggle, cry, and look cute enough to melt your heart. Every 2 hours, Mama Lioness nurses her cubs. Yup, you heard that right. It's like an all-you-can-drink milk buffet in the middle of the African bush. Tiny mouths squeaking, little paws pushing, and Mama patiently letting them feed. For the cubs, it's survival. For Mom, it's a full-time job with no weekends off. But motherhood in the wild isn't just about cuddles and milk breaks. It's hardcore survival training. If the lioness stays in one place too long, danger comes sniffing. Predators like hyenas have incredible noses. They can smell a den from miles away. And to them, a newborn lion cub isn't cute, it's dinner. That's why mama has to be smart. Every few days, she picks up her cubs, one by one, dangling gently from her jaws, and moves them to a brand new hideout. Sometimes it's tall grass, sometimes a thicket, sometimes a cave between rocks, anywhere that gives her babies a fighting chance. Now, just picture this for a moment. Carrying your babies in your mouth, moving house every week, all while being on constant alert for predators. Sounds exhausting, right? But for a lioness, this is just Tuesday. She's basically the ultimate supermom. Single-handedly juggling nursing, babysitting, house hunting, and security duty. And let's not forget the bond that forms during these early weeks, when cubs nuzzle into their mother's fur, when they squeak for attention, when they blindly crawl to her warmth. They're not just surviving, they're creating a connection that will shape the rest of their lives. It's easy to look at these moments and think of them as soft and tender, and they are. But hidden underneath is a raw truth. Without this constant care, without this relentless protection, most lion cubs would never make it past their first month. So yes, to us, she's a loving mom. To her cubs, she's everything. Their shelter, their milk bar, their Uber ride to safety, and their 24/7 bodyguard. If there were ever an award for Mother of the Year in the animal kingdom, the lioness would win it every single time. When lion cubs start to play, it looks like pure chaos. Tiny lions tumbling over each other, biting tails, chasing shadows, and wrestling in the dust. At first glance, you might think, "Aw, how adorable, they're just having fun." But don't be fooled. This is serious business. For cubs, play is practice. Every little tackle, every pounce, every mock fight. It's training for the skills they'll need to survive. That sloppy headlock? Future hunting grip. That clumsy jump? A rehearsal for the leap that will one day bring down an antelope. Watch closely and you'll see strategy forming. One cub hides in the grass, eyes locked on his unsuspecting brother. With the patience of a future hunter, he waits. And then, bam! He leaps. Sometimes he lands perfectly, pinning his sibling like a professional wrestler. Other times, well, let's just say he faceplants so hard, even the zebra are laughing. Don't worry, little guy, even kings have bad days. And then there's the tail chasing. If you've ever had a house cat, you know the drill. But with lion cubs, the stakes are higher. Imagine chasing your own tail with 4 siblings watching. And when you finally catch it, they jump on you in a furry dog pile. Lesson learned, never celebrate too early. At around 4 months, cubs get their first taste of meat, and trust me, it's not elegant. Imagine toddlers at a barbecue, meat everywhere, faces covered, growling at siblings. The cubs learn quickly that in lion society, you fight for your share. Step up to the dinner plate or go hungry. Now, let's rewind a little. We've seen the cubs, their struggles, and their games, but where do these tiny kings actually come from? Well, it all begins with a royal romance. Lion style. When a lion and lioness are ready to mate, the savannah turns into their private honeymoon suite. And when I say honeymoon, I mean intense. For several days, the pair will stay together, rarely eating, rarely resting. Just focused on one thing, passing on their legacy. And here's a wild fact. During this phase, they can mate up to 50 times in just 24 hours. That's right, 50. Forget Netflix marathons. This is a real definition of binge mode. But here's a twist. It's not just about quantity. The lioness is the real decision maker. She chooses her partner carefully because the father of her cubs needs to be more than just handsome with a big mane. He has to be strong enough to defend her pride, brave enough to take on rival males, and smart enough to keep the family safe. Think of it like The Bachelor, Savannah edition. Except here, roses are replaced with roars, and rejection can be fatal. During this time, the pair isolates themselves from the rest of the pride. They find a quiet spot under the shade of a tree near a water hole or hidden in the tall grass and spend days bonding. Between bouts of mating, they rest side by side, gently nuzzling, building a connection. For a moment, even the king of beasts looks like a lovesick teenager. This courtship may look like passion, but it's really survival strategy. Without it, there would be no next generation, no playful cubs tumbling in the grass, no future roar to echo across the plains. So, yes, while cubs steal the spotlight with their cuteness, it's this powerful, relentless, and sometimes downright exhausting ritual that makes their very existence possible. In the wild, love isn't just romance, it's evolution in action. But life in the wild isn't all play and cuddles. It's not a Disney movie. It's brutal, unforgiving, and often heartbreaking. For every cub that grows strong, there are many that never see adulthood. Hyenas, for example, are the sworn enemies of lions. They move in packs, ruthless and loud, with jaws powerful enough to crush bone. To a hyena clan, a lion cub is a prize catch. Easy prey, small, defenseless. If a mother lets her guard down for even a moment, a hyena can snatch a cub in seconds. Leopards, too, lurk in the shadows. Agile climbers, they can sneak into dens undetected. A single strike and a cub's life is over. It's a chilling reminder that in the wild, danger doesn't always come with a warning roar. It comes silently, swiftly, and without mercy. But perhaps the most shocking danger of all comes from lions themselves. When a new male lion challenges a leader of a pride and wins, he doesn't just claim the throne, he rewrites the family tree. In one of nature's harshest rules, the new king often kills all the existing cubs. Why? Because as long as a lioness is raising someone else's young, she won't mate again. By removing the cubs, the new male ensures his bloodline, and only his bloodline survives. It's nature's cruel version of out with the old, in with the new. Brutal, yes. But in the savannah, Survival isn't about kindness, it's about legacy. The result? More than half of all lion cubs never make it to their first birthday. Some starve, some fall to predators, and some lose the battle to their own kind. Only the toughest, luckiest, and most protected survive. And yet, for those that do, every scar, every narrow escape, every terrifying night becomes part of the journey that will transform them from helpless cubs into rulers of the wild. Survival of the fittest isn't just a phrase here. It's a law written in blood, tested every single day. And sadly, in this law, the smallest don't always make it. So there you have it. The secret life of lion cubs. From helpless little furballs to the fiercest hunters on the plains, their journey is one of danger, drama, and incredible courage. Next time you hear a lion's roar, remember that mighty sound began as the tiny squeaks of a cub fighting to survive. This is the untold story of Africa's future kings. And trust me, the adventure has only just begun.